Up, everybody? This is Edward back with another video, another episode of Everybody Hates Black Men. I am your host, Edward Anderson. This is probably is. I know I always say these things are going to be quick, and then they turn out not to be. But I don't really. This is kind of a late night one for some of y'all to hear in the morning. But shout out to BGS. I just heard his video, and I just wanted to give my thoughts on why they are still fresh. So if you haven't seen this, actually, I would recommend you check out BGS's video. I mean, you can either listen to this and then go back to it, but check it out. The link will be in. Let's see. Give me 1 second in the description, but obviously it's on BGS's and more. You know what shit is. I don't even know why. I don't need to tell you. Um, Shout out to Black Man being brutally honest as well. I may hop on there for a hot second, depending on what he's doing. But I wanted to really get this fired off. I'm actually trying to get this prep right now, get this link view. But here's the deal. Let me jump right into it. So BGS did a video basically giving his displeasure about how black men have reacted to the situation when it comes to Will Smith. And I completely understand. I completely agree. I did say that, like I said, the younger dudes, there's hope. And we'll say obviously dudes are like we can say 35 and under, you say 30 and under, because of a lot of natural stuff that's going on there, a lot of environmental stuff. But here's the deal, and I just want to really hit on the points to add on to what he said. So like the title says, either I'm going to show you why the community is destined to fail, and or you're gonna know what needs to happen in order to fix it. Let me be very clear here, and I know I do think BGS is right when it comes to majority of red pill folks when it comes to the gynocracy. The gynocracy does need to end. There is no, if you don't believe in ending the gynocracy, you don't really believe in, and I'm not talking about the dudes that want to leave the community, the SYSBN folks. I'm talking about if you actually want to actually have a competitive black community, that is impossible with a gynocracy, period. Period, 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 period. There is no exception to that rule. So anybody that is out here basically trying to get, I don't know, I don't really know what you're looking for black women to do, because black women don't build and they're not going to. So the only thing I guess a lot of you all are doing, a lot of you pro-blacks are doing, is I guess you all are basically extracting money from women. And by definition of you even having to do that, that really, that's your ceiling. So the truth is, most of you all that are doing that are not gonna really do shit. You're not, because redirecting that money isn't gonna do anything. But that's besides the point. The main thing I want to really communicate is that one of the things. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. But like I said, the biggest issue, I could do a play by play. I don't really do a play by play. I want y'all to really get the full thing of the video. But BGS was doing a Winter Soldier analogy with the chip that is activated. And I've said before that the gynocracy is not necessarily women running men. There's a reason why I say the gynocracy is powered by white supremacy, but also it's really an algorithm. I've said that. It's an algorithm. And I said that from the beginning. It is an algorithm, and a lot of, and most black people, I would argue 95% of people, black people, are on the algorithm. And the reality is, black men, and what you notice is whether they're married, not married, whatever, you could be like, I'm gonna just say it. Jap has a problem with brothers traveling. Period. Jap talks more shit about black women than probably anybody in this space outside of David Carroll. Yet, Jap has a problem, a very deep seated problem. Like, respect is lost with black men traveling. It's automatic. It's irrational. It really is. There is no rational. I don't give a fuck what any of you motherfuckers want to say. And it ain't just Jab. If the shit is not directly affecting you, or indirectly, which traveling doesn't indirectly affect black men, It's irrational. Yet, you would think you were talking to a Sunni and Shia Muslim about the differences in their religion and the blood food that started that split. Talking to a lot of people, and this ain't about calling Jap out or nothing like that. I know you niggas are gonna hear that and be gossip little betties and run. That's not what this is about, Mark, because he's not the only one. I say that because he's the most noble, one of the bigger ones, but there's a whole bunch of others. And this is not about defending traveling. That's just a point that shows up when it's rear its ugly head. Women actually pay for dick overseas more than men. Nobody cares. You will never hear women say that. But men traveling, well, regardless if they're tricking or not, is just something that needs to be watched. Nobody has never successfully been able to explain to me why that is. Oh, well, it's because certain brothers are pretending like they really getting bitches. First of all, why does that matter? Number one. Number two, that's not happening in none of the like I asked, shout out to Donnie, but I asked Donnie to produce a video. He gives me a guy that has 300 subscribers. I mean, seriously. I'm just saying. And I kind of digress to the traveling thing because that's not the main thing I want to talk about. But the point is that I want to be careful in the words that I use. Let me say it this way. Chris Rock has 10 brothers. Let me say it in another way. I know how I'm going to say it. Charlie Murphy, rest in peace. Charlie Murphy used to be a big ass nigga. Charlie Murphy was a dude that legit would slap the shit out you in front of your girl. People used to talk about this. There was a time, and shout out to Carcino. He's a good guy. He gets a lot of good information. I actually got this from him. I didn't know this. Charlie Murphy and Chris Rock almost had a beat. It was between Charlie Murphy and Tony Rock because Charlie Murphy is he's not he's not like a lot of his comedy. I mean, he was tied to Eddie Murphy. I mean, let's just call it what it is. And in the comedy world is its own thing. And Charlie Murphy kind of got pushed up past better comedians because of the name of him being tied to Eddie. And that was what it was. People understood it is what it is. But Charlie Murphy was not some nigga you could just run up on. I know we joke about a lot of comedians or not. Charlie Murphy was definitely not that nigga. He wasn't. And I think about what if Eddie Murphy did what he did. Which, first of all, let's be very clear here. Will Smith would not have slapped Eddie Murphy. Let's just keep that 100. But let's say switch Eddie Murphy with Chris Rock, and then keep Charlie Murphy what it is. So if Charlie Murphy would have go and beat the living shit out of Will Smith, all that manhood card that Will Smith gained, that shit is over. Because at the end of the day, that shit, that's like removing points. That rebalanced the scales. And the reality is, we understand the Hollywood politics of it, but I'm gonna just keep it all the way 100, my nigga. Like a lot, and this is not where I wanted this to go, but I'm about to let this go authentic. We pretend like you don't got a lot of these young brothers blowing each other away. Just young dirt, all of them just shooting each other. Boom, boom, boom. Over simple shit. Less shit. These motherfuckers are literally killing each other for way less than what Will Smith did. Way less. And they not just shooting rappers, they're shooting family members. They like this stuff is really, and people aren't paying attention. Maybe because my generation, it's not our rappers. And then it's ironic that Jada comes from the Tupac era. The thing about it is, motherfuckers have done way worse for less. Like for real. And so a lot of people that want to defend it, there's a reason why I said, well, just set your ass on fire in your girl's name. Because the reality of it is, Chris Rock has 10 brothers. And the reality of it is, Will Smith is not a fucking Barack Obama. Let's be real clear about that. Jaden ain't his daughters. Ain't Barack's daughters, where they got Secret Service surrounded all the time, especially in Hollywood. If niggas really are motivated to get at Will, they can get at it. And Will is big. He's still a 53-year-old man. And Will is big for somebody like me that's 5'5". For another nigga that's 6'1", that's got a lot less to lose. We talking about Chris Rock is from Brooklyn. So you know all his brothers. So my point is, you know, dude, like when that chip is, it's just like I love that. I didn't want to do copy BGS with the Winter Soldier thing because I was gonna do a thumbnail with Winter Soldier and Black Panther. But I love that Winter Soldier thing because I remember in Captain America Civil War where Winter Soldier got activated. And really, if I mean, I know it get a copyright strike. You know what? Fuck this. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this while I'm talking. See what y'all saying it. Yeah, I know I said I was done, Kareem. I lied. You know, what? You know, just to play the clip.
You agreed to stay away! I lied.
Just to show you what I'm talking about. Just to show you what I know this is gonna be copyrighted. I don't give a damn. We doing this for the culture. Because I mean shit, my lives aren't this is what you get for not monetizing my lives in the first place. I want to really truly communicate, you know, what is going on here. All right. Blah 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 blah. Get that going. This is literally what happened. I want you all to really understand what happened with Will and how a lot of you niggas that are defending this look. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't give a fuck about what you all are saying. I'm just gonna be very clear about that. Because truth be told, it wasn't just the fact that Will was a bigger dude. What Will Smith pretty much did was and fuck Jada. And any of y'all niggas that's got wives that's got girl, fuck your girl. She ain't that important. I'm just gonna say that. The reality is Chris Rock had to make an instant decision. And I'm gonna address because BGS said it could be fake. I'm gonna address that part too. Because the truth is, even if it is fake, it don't matter. Because if them white folks don't believe it's fake, then black women take marching orders for them. So black women giving a fuck about ain't gonna protect you. Like just because black people come to see your movies, that don't mean necessarily that other folks are gonna agree with what the fuck you doing. So let's stop playing like that shit matters. But let's play this because this is what happened. Fair use. We know what to call. We know who's Will and who's Jada. But I don't even just say it. That's me. I'm the red pill guy. This is you niggas right here. You niggas that are caping, you niggas that are doing mental gymnastics. I'm like, God damn.
Hey!
That's me like, Jada, you fucking bitch.
Evac all civilians. Get me a perimeter around the building and gunships in the air.
Please tell me you brought a suit.
Tony Stark is Obsidian, by the way.
We're in position. At least recognize me.
This is BGS. This is BGS trying to talk some sense into this motherfucker. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Very sad. Nigga, I gotta protect Jada. I gotta protect Jada. I got all that bullshit she did. I gotta protect Jada. Here go Will. I gotta go back to the gynocracy, nigga. I gotta go home to my black queen. Mama! I'm going home! Mama! I'm going home! No, you not. No, you not, nigga. You think you gonna do that bullshit and just walk, nigga? Nigga, masculine magic don't fail me now. We doing this for real niggas. I'm trying to get some pussy, nigga. He's like, that's that cannibalism, that hating ass shit, you bitch ass nigga. That's trying to dox niggas right there. That's what that is. That's a kill shot. Kill that nigga. Fuck, he's still here. Gotcha, bitch. Jada says she don't like those jokes, nigga. We gon' die together, nigga. Cause that's what that queen said. If I can't go home, I don't wanna live, nigga. She don't like y'all talking that talk on YouTube, nigga. She tired. We dying together. For the Black Queen. That's you niggas. That is who you are. And what's scary about that it's like it's all that dude had to say. Niche, yeah, girl, yeah. What would be the words a black woman would say? Hell, black women wouldn't even say words. They just give you a look. The nigga you ain't shit look. This is who you are. And a lot of y'all dudes, even nigga, this is why I like having CJ on. Because people will laugh at him or try to, but he is I mean, he ain't even the worst, not by any stretch. He's probably at least open to some of the shit. A lot of the motherfuckers, like when you look at, I told y'all, social media is one of the best. I may take this down and put it on Patreon. Social media is one of the best, one of the absolute best social experiments. It really is. It really is. It's really, because it's not just for the women, it's for y'all. And a lot of y'all, you don't know what your manhood outside of what a black bitch tells you. And that includes a lot of these niggas that are select. Straight like that. Y'all really don't. Y'all really don't. And here's what's crazy. Oh, for real? What's up, Dead Set? It's really sad. Because the truth is, I'm like, it's funny how you all say some of y'all will say it's black men that need to build the community. Yet you looking for black women to give you the blueprints of how to do it. You want to build the black community not for black people, but for that black bitch, to that black bitch's specifications. And that black bitch don't know what the fuck she want. That's really the truth. She knows she hate her position here and she want to blame you for it. And I'm not saying people are not allowed to have a difference of opinion. You are. But my point is, you really got to ask yourself, was that worth him throwing his career away? Well, sometimes you got to put it on line. For Jada, that's his wife. Nigga, let me tell y'all something about that. There's a lot of dudes out here that, let's say, you can do that to them. You dealing with a whole family. And I would submit to you, if you can't show me if you can't count more than 2 or 3 people he would do that to in that situation, I'm talking about even comedians, that had nothing to do with, you don't get to hit soft targets. And it's not even about Chris Rock and his physical stature. You put that man in a position to where if he would have retaliated, the damage that would have did to black people on a global stage in social media, I don't care who you are, and I don't care who your wife is. My nigga, if you believe that, then there's been plenty of times that Barack Obama should have slapped the shit out of some folks for some of the shit they said about Michelle. I mean, if we gonna keep it all the way 100. And this is not at any other person. I'm just saying in general. Like, this is almost like the action is, yeah, man, I resonate with that. Because a comedian said what they said. And this is not, and it'd be different. Because a lot of y'all say, okay, my wife, my girlfriend. Well, can you honestly tell me your wife and your girlfriend has put you through what Jada put Will through? In comparison to what Will has done for Jada? I know none of y'all can't. So your wives or your girlfriends, that's not what we're talking about. What we're really talking about is Jada. This would be a little bit different. I still wouldn't agree with it, but people would have a greater case if this was like Denzel and his wife, or LeBron and his wife. Now, if he would talk about his mom, that'd be different because his mom ain't shit. But the reality is, you put that man in a position where he had to literally put, it was a check. It was not, this is not you hitting him at a bar, or this is like him hosting. For what? Like seriously. I mean seriously. And so when you see dudes, and this goes back to when Smurgo did that thing about he wanted women to give up their kids to the father, and like a lot of y'all, it's really amazing to me. It really is amazing to me, like how some of y'all react to some of this shit, because it is no logic. This is where the mental gymnastics comes from. Because y'all know it's not no logic. Y'all are trying to feel your way there, and it's kind of like when you take two plugs, you're trying to bridge the gap with feeling. They weren't friends like that. Not like that. So I mean, the thing about it is, and then it's been on public display what Jada did. That's what's crazy. And I understand why the women would do it, but the fact of the matter is, like I said, the fact that a lot of the dudes are even trying to make a case, I understand. It really goes to show you how much a lot of y'all manhood has been fucking devoided. Because truth be told, if you still with a female, let's be clear here. Let's start off here. If you all are still with a dude, with a chick that did to you with Jada, even in the real world, like let's lower it down to what normal things. If you with a female that's openly cheated on you and basically said that you're not good in bed, my nigga, you a bitch to start with. You slapping Chris Rock don't not make you a bitch. And I'm just going to say that straight like that. You still a bitch, because at the end of the day, she's still going to do what she's still going to do. And I'm talking about if it's a girlfriend or whoever. Just off 100. You can beat up as many niggas if you want people you want to beat up. You still a bitch. Because the truth is, you being beta is not predicated on your ability to beat up another man. You being beta, that's partially it, but you being beta is predicated at the end of the day. You, no matter, even if you are violent, there is such a thing as violent betas. We here says it's staged. It doesn't matter how people are reacting to it, is not. And niggas keep saying it's staged. My nigga, like, we'll see what happens with the academy. But I'm sorry, if Will had to do all of this, then that means his career didn't need to be resurfaced. Like, let's be clear. You all ain't seen this kind of shit happen. Stop that bullshit. I mean, niggas, like, I get it, but let's stop that bullshit. Like, for real. Like, do you know how many people gotta... Tony Rock wasn't even at the Oscars. You know how many motherfuckers gotta be involved for that to be staged? For what? Everybody involved gotta have something to gain from it. Tony Rock has nothing to gain from that. So, I mean, and here's the thing. If people want to say it's staged, say it's staged. There's people that's going to say it's staged no matter what, because that's I'm not putting you on the same category that says COVID not real, but sometimes people just say it is what it is. I mean, we'll see as time goes on, but but you don't free, like, for instance, Netflix is not gonna freeze a movie. Like, here's what the facts are. The facts are, Will Smith was supposed to come out with a movie called Fast and Loose about him being a mob boss and losing his memory, so he don't know who he is. I don't know if it's Will Packer. Hold on, let me check this real quick. The guy that was supposed to hold on. Let me see. Fast and Loose movie director. Give me 1 second. Will Smith. That director quit because I forget, I can't see David Lech. He quit. Netflix has already spent money on the movie. Netflix had to bid with Universal for the rights to the movie. He quit. Okay, BGS has a right to say that, but this is beyond if it's fake or not fake. So I'm not here because because how people are actually responding is very real. Okay, so I don't know why people keep saying it's fake, as if the arguments and the points that people are making Like, let's say it is fake. Let's say it's fake. Okay, it's fake. What does that change anything I've already said about how people are responding? That doesn't make dudes that say he should have slapped Chris Rock right. That doesn't make that right. That doesn't make you all correct. David Ledge. That doesn't make that correct. So the argument about it's fake or not is not relevant to the conversation I'm actually having right now. Because how people are responding on social media is as if it's real. Exactly. And the consequence, it can't be staged and the consequences are real. It can't be. Because if it was staged, then that means other people should have been in on it. Do you really believe that it's like that's going to be staged and then you got real direct? That director quit after they already assigned the money to the movie. The movie has already been spent. It's already, it's like this. These are not movies that are up and coming. The Netflix is really in the hole. You think Netflix? Come on, man. So, I mean, but I'm not even going to have that argument because that doesn't undercut anything I'm saying. My point is not even about Will. My point in this video right now, and like I said, this is kind of a low-key promotion, Jason, of BGS's video. And by the way, Jason Black did a good video too with the interracial thing and why they're pushing that. Which, by the way, anyway, I'm not even gonna go there. But my point is, I mean, what like people. One of the things that annoys me the most about black people is when black people ask why. And I'm like, do you really want an answer or do you want me to treat you like I've asked people this when they ask me why. I said, so do you want an answer or do you want me to treat you like a child and tell you Santa Claus is real? And then dudes will be like, well, I didn't ask you to be a patronizing asshole. Well, I mean, I'm asking you a legitimate question because most of the time when black men or black women ask why something, why can't we get on? What y'all want is y'all want your hand held and you want a Santa Claus and a Tooth Fairy is real answer. Because if I give you the real answer as to why it is, all you're going to do is just have this resistance and be like, nuh-uh, nuh-uh. And it's like, okay, well, what have you looked into? Well, I just want to know. So you haven't really looked into shit. All you've really done is you're just asking why, why can't mommy and daddy get along? But you don't really want to hear the backstory behind what's really going on because you don't want to be in a position where you got to choose who's right and who's wrong. That's a child. That's a kid. And you got a lot of black men operating like that too. The reality of the situation is the biggest reason why your bitches act the way they act is because a lot of y'all don't want to establish dominance over them. And establishing dominance is, bitch, you either toe the line or I'm finding somebody else who will. Period. Whether it's interracial, whether it's intercultural, whatever. And I really figured that out. Once y'all started bucking against the intercultural shit, because that solves the genetic problem. All y'all crying about, oh, I don't want to wipe the race out, which I understand because I want my grandkids to look like me. I get that. But that I solved. Y'all don't want to do that. You don't have to travel for that, by the way. And you notice how when black women have no problem shopping around for 980's black men and saying they're better than you. But when you just got it's a problem. To the point where, like, you got folks that they got channels where they'll shop around women to like African men to women, but they won't do the inverse because they know how a lot of their audience is gonna feel. That's a problem, and it also manifests in when you got women like Shay Sade or other women that they will speak in your behalf, or they do the research. I'm telling you, you niggas don't understand the difference between good black woman, bad woman. The fact that you all could even justify Will Smith doing what he did for Jada, that is absolute proof you don't understand a good black woman from bad woman. But that's a wife, though. That's a title. The reality is Jada honestly acted like a wife? Seriously. You really gonna put Jada with Magic Johnson's wife? With Bill Cosby's wife, is a wife. I mean, shit. Okay, since we playing that game, Paul George married the chick that's a stripper and a porn star. That he told her to have an abortion because he didn't want that kid. So I guess that puts her on the level of Malcolm X's wife, or if we, or Martin Luther King. I mean, if we're gonna get that fucking goofy about it, because that's how that sounds. Or are we just using the wife shit as a way of saying she's a black queen? Even when she's a crack fiend mama, she's still a black queen mama. And we just gonna throw the wife thing as a convenient smoke screen. Y'all saw that video I just played. That is literally what happened with Will Smith. A lot of black on black crime, violence where black men have murdered and killed other black men. A lot of times over shit that didn't really happen. It's off the word of a bitch. And that's one of the main things that angers me the most about this. A lot of times you got black men that will kill other black men and throw their life away off the word of a bitch. Pink Book Lessons did a video on the famous twins. They have collected like 5, 6, 7 bodies of people that don't even have anything to do with it using gynocentric drones with guns. That shit, remember that movie Crash? We should do a black version of that, and then a gynocracy version of that, and then it's a black bitch at the middle of all of it. And what really makes me mad about this is this takes away from women that actually do deserve to be protected. There's black women that they deserve overprotection. What about the black women that speak on our behalf on social media? A lot of you niggas will donate your gawk at these chicks, but when these chicks get attacked by these other females, a lot of y'all are nowhere to be found. Y'all want to stay out of it then because y'all are scared. And this ain't everybody, because I get certain people, like, I kind of take Black Huru out of this because Black Huru's older, and so he's operating from an older, like, other way of masculinity standpoint. So just know, I'm not talking about Black Huru when I'm saying this, because I know he was one of the ones that are really campaigning for Will. That's something different. That's something different. That's something different. I'm talking about niggas that are like 40 and under on this bullshit. That's the main, because y'all like, it's not the same game rules. We did not grow up with the same game rules that like he did. So that's different. We didn't have a social contract. I'm not even talking, I didn't mention Jessica X, but what I'm talking about is I'm talking about just the other women. I mean, I mentioned Shay Sade for a reason. She shows up. I mean, I'm not saying Jessica, fuck Jessica. I'm just saying Jessica don't need y'all help. She checked these hoes on her own. But Shay Sade shows her face. So people can't use that as an excuse. And you got women using pick-me's, all of that. I mean, the thing about it is, again, a lot of y'all try to make it sound like all we doing is helping. So, no, you don't not. Y'all actually helping to destroy the black community when y'all do that. Because you're picking sides. It's just like when Vader decided to kill Palpatine, he made a choice between his son and Palpatine. Now, if he would have just said, I'm out of it, well, Luke would have got his ass fried, cooked now, wouldn't he? That's them chicks that need protection. Father, please. And you just looking back and forth. Stupid. Dumb as hell. You niggas looking dumb as hell because that programming is kicking in and you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. That's what it is. And rather than y'all being honest about that, this is why a lot of y'all go to the extreme on the other side. It's the same reason why a lot of black women do that. It's because y'all are trying to fight that because y'all haven't really exercised that demon out of you. And see, fortunately, I have certain circumstances where my socialization is different. First and foremost, my mom don't like women like that anyway. So I ain't never had that shit. Second of all, I've always observed what it fucking is. and never been bashful about saying what the fuck it is in my family, outside of it, and in front of white folks. So I didn't really need to be quote unquote red pilled. I really did it. I knew what it was for what it was, and then said, look, let me go ahead and do it. Kareem said he wasn't campaigning for Will. He was saying he understood why he did it and wished Chris show Will respect. Chris show Will a respect by not telling the joke. I mean, quite frankly, that's number one. Yeah, I know he's not campaigning for Will, but my point is, if white people can get joked on, then Will can get joked on. Okay, and that shit ain't got nothing to do with Chris Rock. What Will did. So I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be real talk. You don't, and this is from the crowd rendering judgment as a jury. You don't get to tell me to respect you more than your wife does. You don't. If your wife don't respect you to the point where she say you bad in bed, and that joke was really at her. And number one, let's be clear here. If that would have been anybody else saying that, Will doesn't do that. So it really is not about the joke, is it? Because if it really was, then you should be able to show me where Will might do that with somebody else. I know he smacked other people before, but I'm talking about in that content. So no, I don't accept that. I get what you're saying, but I don't accept that. But I just want to be very clear. This is not about him. This is about other people. I brought this up because I understand where he's coming from with it, but that's not the same thing. I'm talking about dudes that really don't know what the fuck they talking about, not really married. You know who we're talking about. A lot of these niggas, they can't really articulate why they're saying what they're saying. They just are kind of talking because, they're talking from a feeling standpoint. And it wasn't even a joke like that. So when people keep talking about protection, a lot of y'all, like, nigga, understand that bitch. Like, if you die because you're protecting her, just understand she ain't gonna remember you like Jada remembered Tupac. That's not how that works. And a lot of y'all be out here looking goofy as fucking hell. Like, seriously. What else? There was something else somebody would say. Did I see the Lapeef? Well, you can't take the community by force because the reality is you won't even stand up to black women. When you say take the community by force, the question becomes who runs the community. I don't even get Lapeef shit in my feed no more. Honestly, I didn't like dismiss their stuff. Cause the truth, like people keep really like. I'm gonna protect my wife, and this is not an assault on black manhood. Because if that's the case, then it's just the way dudes view shit. It really shows you, and like BGS said, I mean, y'all really, I already know what it's gonna be. A lot of y'all are gonna be out here talking about why is the community the way it is, and everybody knows why. They just don't want to say it, and this lack of this apathy is like crazy to me, yo. And what a black man could, because the reality is people make the assumption that there's no retaliation. Because here's the thing, I'm gonna leave you all with this. Will could have ignored it, won his night, and it would have been what it would have been, right? Like I said before, what if the entire comedian community decides to basically take Will down? Will can't come after everybody. And what you all are seeing Hollywood is backing away from him. Will can't come at everybody. So basically, his wife that he was going to protect he's gonna lose a war because he won. He didn't even win a battle. He won a skirmish. And to this certain extent, technically, you can't even make the argument he won a skirmish. And all these powerless blacks, black men and black women included, because when people start coming for Will, what these people are saying on social media ain't gonna be worth a goddamn thing. Because Will operates in a place that's outside of just the black community. Will operates in mainstream media. Not so being hood famous don't mean shit. Will is worth $300 million. Nigga, there's not enough money for the black community to give Will for Will to give a fuck about what you niggas think. This is new. Like, seriously. Will is beyond that. He is beyond wanting just black folks' money. Do you believe, because if Will really gave a fuck about black folks' money, then Will would have been operating in a different way anyway. Yeah, but they can get Omni and the Hellcat, Xanatos. But he was a big fish. You know. But the reality is, like, you know, you gotta think about the retaliation. Well, you know, a real man gets emotional and stops thinking, and then they wonder why they wound up in heaven because a bunch of police officers blew their ass away. You know, one of the things that people don't talk about is, you know, I'm not even gonna say that, but the thing about it is, do not believe, like, he hit another black man from Brooklyn. Do not believe motherfuckers is gonna let that go. And ultimately, what Jada is probably gonna go through, because they gonna, like, Bill Maher said it. Bill Maher said, you ain't got, like, white boys are already kind of testing the waters. We know black women ain't gonna say shit about them. They already testing the waters. You know, Bill Maher, the assholes. Bill Maher's talking about, oh, well, you know, basically get a wig. It ain't like you got leukemia. And he's dead ass right. He's dead ass right. He went right at that alopecia shit, because that's the main thing a lot of black women are holding on to. White zaddy don't agree. So what are you gonna say now? Any other time, a black female, well, what about their hair? Fuck her hair. You know, you wouldn't even know a lot about black females' hair. You know, people forget. Chris Rock did that documentary called Hair. People forget that. Fuck her hair. Then don't come outside. If it's really that serious, don't bring your ass to no event. Like, straight like that. Straight like that. Like when you look at these chicks getting there, talk about I don't need no validation, I'm above it all. Fuck all that. I'm like, yeah, people are backpedaling, because what they seeing is that, like, motherfucker, like, there's people in the black community is mad, and they on some, fuck that bullshit. Fuck all these black people on you. I don't give a damn if I don't have no black audience. Fuck that shit. I'm coming. Because I know I got people that fuck with me. I'm coming. Straight up. You got motherfuckers that they like, yeah, we can play that kamikaze bullshit. Because truth is, you got a lot more to lose. That like Will got a lot. Like, even Tony Rock, he was like, nigga, you won't see me on TV no more. No, but Tony Rock gets his money in stand up. That is not how that works. That shit can go both ways. What Will did was out of bounds, period. And that's why I said, if he really feels some type of way about it, he can set his ass on fire in protest. But the thing about it is, he actually, and I'm going to leave you all with this. Did Will Smith put his wife in more danger by doing what he did? And when I say danger, what I'm particularly talking about is, if Will Smith's job was to shut people up, well, if they start to get louder, didn't he fail? Didn't he fail? If you now you turn one comedian into 30 coming at your ass openly. Because a lot of people were saying what they were saying with Jada, but out of respect for Will, they were like holding back on how they feel about Jada, right? They were holding back. Now you got people full blown saying how they feel about Jada. And full blown how they feel about Jada in reference to how she's operated. Ain't nobody holding back on her no more. So in that sense, you failed, sir. You failed in protecting your wife, if that's what you want to say. Because everybody's coming now. I mean, and you got even white folks gonna take, because white folks in their own community is like, nah, this ain't it. And so, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it. And you know they ain't got nothing to say about what White Zaddy thinks. You already know they ain't got nothing to say about what Zaddy think. All they gonna do is say boo-hoo and say this is racist. That's all black women. This is racist. Black women are protected. Well, that's between you and Zaddy's problems. So you already got some of these comedians. And Bill Maher, like, you got them. People are going, I mean, people can't not say nothing. It was the Oscars. Some people gonna think they protecting the sanctity of the Oscars. Real talk. You got people that don't like Will Smith, like Jim. They don't like Will Smith for their own personal reasons. They are going to use this. I'm talking about outside of the black community. I'm talking about outside of the black folks. See, black people don't think. Well, Will, and people see Will as an institution. Will ain't no soft target. Will ain't no soft target. There's a lot of people that have been very mad that Will Smith has been at the top as long. You know, I'm gonna keep it real with you. A big reason why they didn't let Idris Elba, they never allowed Idris Elba to really get on, is because they did not want another Will Smith. They did not want an international Will Smith. They did not. So they purposely fucked with Idris Elba's career. They purposely did that so they didn't have to get another. Denzel is one thing, because Denzel did Denzel movie, but they did not want another Will Smith, like an international white black guy. They did not want that. They low-key don't want Michael B. Jordan to get too big. And that's because they don't want another Will Smith. They don't want somebody that bankable, because once you get that bankable, Will Smith was almost at the level of like Robert Downey Jr. I mean, Steve Harvey. And you know, because it's a lot of dudes that ain't gonna say nothing about Will Smith. They otherwise wouldn't have said it. They gonna say something because if they know they got white folks' permission, like for instance, a Steve Harvey. I'm not trying to hate on Steve Harvey, but if Steve Harvey's gonna be like, yeah, it's a lot of white people. They want to say what they want to say, but they don't want to feel like they don't want to maybe speak out of their turn and be seen as racist because they don't want to get canceled. So they're going to put a battery in certain people's backs. They're going to put a battery in certain folks' backs to speak on their behalf. But just, you know, bring it up. Or not speak on their behalf, but bring it up. I want to be entertained with this. So now you basically, it's almost like fucking with North Korea because they did something stupid. Now you got to deal with China and Russia. It's like, nah, you basically now opening it up for a whole invasion because you don't want to check your chick. That's what this really comes down to. Yeah. So my point is, I'm very aware of, like, trust me, Will Smith pretty much volunteered to get the fucking you know, Bill Cosby, Deshaun, he volunteered to be the next nigga up for the digital lynching express. And now you got other black dudes that really think that's some disrespectful shit because Chris Rock don't be doing that. Chris Rock is not really going after, he does his job. Damn that. So now you got that. Nigga, Will Smith is gonna be the next Michael fucking Vick. That's how serious, that's how deadly serious this is. Will Smith is gonna be the next motherfucking Michael Vick. If you like, when Michael Vick basically fucked with dogs, you fucking with something liberals and conservative both value very deeply for different reasons. You gonna be the next Michael fucking Vick. You got niggas that are dead ass. I'm talking about like comedians. Now we know black men in general are going, whatever the bitch wants, a lot of y'all niggas are gonna side with. But my thing is, what happens when you make the situation worse and now they saying you ain't shit? Then what do you do? What do you do with your manhood then? Is it still worth it? Is it still worth it? Because the way it feels, because you know how women are, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? Will's gonna go for,
Oh, wow.
My wife's name out your fucking mouth!
to this.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
That's how Jada gonna see him. Because Jada ain't gonna care about that. She gonna look at what's going on now. And if they start clowning her ass constantly, she ain't, you already know what time that is. This is how Will Smith gonna be, just like this. This is how motherfuckers about to come in. Just like
Oh
this.
shit! That was quick. Oh no! Oh no! Oh fuck no! Bitch, you better not. You better pick the right side. You bet. Oh shit! Oh fuck no! Turn around. Well, don't turn around, bitch. Keep going. Fuck! I can't. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh, oh shit! I. Oh my fucking goodness! They trying to keep it calm. Oh, the motherfucker's still coming. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Bitch. Oh.
Yeah, they gonna be looking for his ass. That's everybody. That's the bear that he poked. That's exactly how it's gonna be. Either that or Will go disappear, and then you gotta ask yourself, if Will disappears, they all got money, but the truth is, because understand something, you think this ain't gonna affect Jaden? You think this ain't gonna affect Jaden and Willow? You think this shit, the motherfuckers are mad. You think this ain't gonna affect you? You saw like Zoe Kravitz started talking shit about Will, and she ended up being, everybody had respect for how she played Catwoman, to be like, man, shut your tragic mulatto ass up. And that was on the other side of this. Real quick. You know why? You know why? You know why? Because that's how hot, like for real, ain't nobody playing. Ain't nobody playing. They copyright strike. Oh, whatever.